Welcome to Tech in the Car, I'm Oliver. Now this is the Genesis G80 Saloon. This is the top end of the Genesis Saloon line here in the UK. And this car is super comfortable. Now let's start off talking about the 5-year Genesis care plan, because Genesis include servicing, warranty. They provide a car while your car is being serviced. They provide over-the-air updates and breakdown assistance with every car that they sell. That means that servicing, which is a massive pain in the neck for everybody, is nice and easy. And Genesis will arrange through their assistant to have somebody come collect your car. It'll be picked up in a van, taken away, or a truck, be taken away, and you'll get a replacement car while your car is being serviced for 5 years, included in the price. So that's a really fantastic deal. This car is black forest green, and this is a 2.5 litre 4-cylinder luxury line. There's a premium and luxury line for the G80 Saloon in the UK. In the US, there's also a sports line, which has got a V6 engine. In the UK, it's a 4-cylinder. There's also a diesel available, but diesels are no longer being produced in the UK for this model, so you can only get petrol. There's also an electric version of the G80 coming soon, which has around 300 miles of range. It has a 365 horsepower total power with over 700 Newton meters of torque, coming from 285 horsepower front and rear motors. And it can be disconnected. It's all-wheel drive, but it can either run in 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive mode. It supports 800-volt charging and even a 400-volt charger capability. It can do 0 to 80% in 22 minutes as well, and 0 to 60 miles an hour in 4.9 seconds. And that's coming very soon. And it has these really big 21-inch alloy wheels. And once again, with everything that Genesis do, I love the design of their alloy wheels. I love how they are perfectly designed to look very cool and yet very elegant. Doesn't matter which model it is, whether it's the SUV or the Saloon, the Shooting Brake or any other model, they always look fantastic. So I love the design of the alloy wheels. Because this is a Saloon, it's got a long body, and you can see here the design all the way down is very much Genesis design. We've got the quad lamps here, which you'll look at the front in a minute. We've got the design features on the side here. We've got really nice curves down the side here, and the arches around the door at the back going over the rear wheels are really quite big haunches. We've got it's just a very curvy line down here. We've got some chrome trim here, and it just kind of looks very elegant. This is, of course, a luxury saloon. We've got chrome all around the windows here. This car obviously is optioned with the panoramic sunroof as well, which brings a lot of light and air into the car. And then when we come to the back here, we have our automatic rear boot and the quad lamps going around the back again. Again, 21-inch wheels on the back here. The premium comes with 19-inch wheels, 21 on the luxury. I've partnered with Exchange My Car to give you a great deal on your car. You can get a price for your car or part exchange it with Exchange My Car, which is the smart way to sell your car. With Exchange My Car, they will give you the price that you were quoted as long as you're accurate in your description. They will arrange for somebody to come and collect it on a truck, and they will pay you before you let them leave with a car. You'll get the money first. Plus, you can part exchange if you want to against over 80,000 cars from reputable dealers, and they will even settle your finance for you. And if you have a van, you can also trade it in or sell it to exchangемycar.com. At the front of the G80, we have a massive front grille. This grille is a sort of black chrome, a dark chrome design. Looks very imposing, very intimidating. We've got our adaptive cruise control sensors there. We've got more vents down the side, some more chrome here at the front and on the other side as well. And then we've got our quad front Genesis lights, and this is the Genesis design language, those quad lights. And then we've got our grille here, which represents the badge of the center of the Genesis logo, and the wings represent the quad headlights. So it's all designed to match up. It looks really imposing at the front of the car, and I love the design of all the Genesis cars. They really impress me. The G80 in premium starts at £43,150 in the petrol version. The luxury version is £47,950, again in the petrol version. And this car as spec is £61,350. This car as spec has the innovation pack with all the 3D dials and all the driver assistance technology. It also has the comfort and executive pack, which puts monitors in the back seats of the car. It also has the Napa leather seats, the panoramic sunroof, and the Lexicon sound systems. Let's check out under the bonnet now. So the first thing you'll note is we've got the gas strut, so it's got support, which is really good. So this is a 2.5 litre 4-cylinder engine with 304 horsepower, 422 Newton meters of torque. And this car has 32 miles per gallon in efficiency. So it's pretty efficient with the eco mode on as well, but it's also very fast and has got plenty of torque. There is a diesel version available, but only from current stock. We have these struts across the structure here at the front of the car to support it. Once again, we got soft closed rear doors. So look at that. Very, very cool. One of the coolest features of the G80 is the fact that I can control it from the remote control key fob. So I have to lock the car. I then press and hold the hold button and the car should start. And then I press the forward button and the car will move forward by itself. And I'll just move it slightly to the side there in a straight line like that. Very, very cool, isn't it? And I can stop and I can press the reverse button and the car will reverse like that. Now you might be wondering, what about safety? What happens if I'm standing in front of the car? Well, no problem. Here we go. The car should detect me, hopefully, fingers crossed, and stop, fingers crossed. And there we go, and it stopped. It knows I'm here, so it won't run me over. I press the hold button again, and the car will turn off like that, and it's locked. Very, very cool. The remote parking using the key fob on the Genesis cars, really, really cool. I love it on this car, the G80 Saloon. Let's check out the exterior of the Genesis G80. So first of all, we've got a Sportback kind of sloping roof line which goes from top to bottom. It's actually basically a straight line down here. We've got a little kick-up spoiler lip here. We've got the chrome finishing here. This is the all-wheel drive version as well, which helps it on its 0 to 60 time of 6 seconds. We've got the Genesis logo, G80. We've got our 2 exhausts, which are chrome, which are actually the same shape as the grille at the front of the car. Let's check out the space in the G80 Saloon. So we got a little button above the 360 camera there, which is very nicely integrated. Also has the same shape as the front grille there. And inside here, we've got 422 litres of space. It's soft material. There are hooks and tie down points and there's some netting. There's a pass through as well. We've got a plastic scuff plate and it's just a very spacious, very wide opening. And of course, power tailgate as well. Don't forget to check out my videos on the G70 Saloon, the G70 Shooting Brake, the GV70 and the GV80 after you watch this video as well. I cover the entire Genesis range on tech in the car. Let's check out the interior now. Inside the Genesis G80 Saloon, we've got this beautiful leather steering wheel, which is missing a center spoke down the middle, which is an interesting design, but it's very, very comfortable. We've got soft touch areas all over the inside of the car. This is all either leather or soft touch plastic. We've got a beautiful wooden material here. We've got a 14.5-inch infotainment display, which has got Android Auto and Apple CarPlay and the Genesis connected services built in. We've got a fantastic 360 camera system, which I absolutely love, which you can see all around the car and you can move it around. You can see what's happening. It's one of the best there is on the market in any car systems. And then inside here, because this is the luxury version of the Genesis G80, we've got, of course, our multiple climate zones. We've got our climate zones here, which you've got the little knobs which you turn, which display the temperature as well in the middle. We've got heated and cooled seats, 12-way adjustable seats. I love these seats. These are Napa leather. They have all the comfort settings you could want, as well as lumbar control. And these are ergo motion seats, so they will actually massage your back or your legs as you're driving. We've got the Lexicon sound system in this car, which has amazing speakers. And then we've got our 3D dials as part of the innovation pack. I love the 3D dials. They let you see information such as your driving assistance information much clearer because it displays it in layers. It's glasses-free 3D. It's very unusual. You can turn it off. I really, really like it. I think it's a great feature, and only Mercedes are doing something similar on the new S-Class. We've got a really big center console here which opens up and you can put stuff in, and it's also got 12-volt charging. We've got 2 cup holders. We've got wireless charging with 2 USB connectors there. And then we've got our jog wheel, because even though this is a touch screen, it is a bit hard to reach when you're driving, as you can probably imagine. And this car also has the panoramic sunroof, which you'll see when we get in the back in a second. And then Alcantara roof lining. I love Alcantara. I know some people complain that Alcantara isn't practical for the insides of car. You have to clean it if it's on your steering wheel. Obviously on your roof, that isn't a concern at all, but I love Alcantara. I think it really makes any interior feel much more special. In the back of the G80 Saloon, there is a lot of space. You can see this is very much designed with the luxury in mind. You can see I've got a ton of knee space. I've got a ton of head space. I'm about 178 centimeters. And these seats are very, very, very comfortable. They're nice and nappa leather, so they've got lots and lots of comfort in them. They're very soft, they look beautiful as well. And because this is the executive pack which is spec'd in this car, we have our pull down center console here, which has controls, because we have two screens back here. And with these two screens, I'm able to see things like adjusting the climate control, which incidentally I can also adjust from down here as well as on here. So there's 3 ways to adjust climate in the back of the car, interestingly enough. We can bring our map up and see where we are. We can scroll across and we can look at control our music, radio. We can see what's going on at the front and control that. We've got our camera, so I can see all around the car to see where we're parked. Maybe I'm a celebrity and I'm trying to avoid being captured by people who are looking for me, and so that will let me see if they're around me. And then I can also change the colors of the ambient lighting using the little screen here. So there's a lot of control here. And what if you don't want to touch it, although you are in a very good position to touch it from here? There's a little scroll wheel just like in the front. If you tap on right, then you can control the screen on your right, and if I tap on left, I can control the screen on my left. So nice and easy. And don't worry, I'm not giving up any convenience, because we have our pass-through right here, so we can put our skis through or anything else which might be longer and requiring more space. And then we've got these sun blinds which I can pull up to keep the sun out of the back of my car, being an executive. And there is actually a sun blind on the back window as well, which automatically goes down when you reverse, which is very interesting. We have this Alcantara headlining, which is white. We've got this panoramic sunroof, which is extra. We've got the Lexicon sound system, which is also extra. And then we've also got airplane style pockets here, which are very, very interesting looking. These seats are of course fully adjustable as well. I can move them forwards and backwards like that. Very, very cool. And just like all the other models of the Genesis range, I can move the seat forwards and backwards in the front. So if you were sitting on the passenger side of the car, you could recline your seat quite a lot with that seat forward and out the way, and you could be very, very comfortable watching your screen in the back. So lots of comfort back here. But what is it like to drive? Let's find out. Welcome inside 304 horsepower, 422 Newton meter torque saloon from Genesis, the G80. And this G80 is the luxury, comfortable saloon, which is designed to have all the latest technology that Genesis could possibly have in a car, and it definitely does feel that way. This car has some really cool features, including the ability to use the cameras on the front to see potholes and bumps and adjust the suspension in real time to avoid them. So as I go over this speed bump here, I barely feel a thing, because the suspension is being real-time monitored and adjusted for that. It's a really, really clever feature, something which is really noticeable when driving around, despite the fact we're actually on 21-inch wheels. So this is a car with big wheels, big beautiful wheels, and it feels so smooth. It glides over every bump in the road, and you can feel that this is happening because the suspension is doing the work and it's being real-time adjusted. This is not just good, comfortable suspension, this is clever, intelligent suspension. And then we have highway driving assist 2 on this car, the G80. So when you're on the motorway, you can indicate and it will automatically and autonomously change lanes for you. That's something which I've only really seen on electric cars to date. It's a very, very clever feature. And then we have the blind spot monitor, which will show you on the screen in front of you if there are any cars in your blind spots on both sides. It's a very, very clever system, and it works very, very, very well. This is a fantastically spec'd car. This car starts at around £47,000 in the luxury trim, which is what this is. But this car as spec'd is over 60, it's about 63,000, because it has the innovation pack, the comfort and seat pack, and the executive pack at the back, as well as the panoramic sunroof and the nappa leather seat. So this car is very, very well spec'd. And then we've got these fantastic 3D dials which show you information about the driver assistance system. So I can go through there and I can see the car, where it is on the road, where it is in relation to everything else on the road. We can turn on the steering assist, and you just got levels of information which you wouldn't normally be able to distinguish as easily on a standard display which you'd get between the driver's dials. And then we've got our head-up display as well on the top here, which lets me see that information replicated from down here up there, and it's full color and everything is really nice and easy. And this car can definitely move with 304 horsepower if you put it into the drive mode, where you've got a choice of comfort, sport and eco. Right now we're in comfort. If we go into sport, the dials turn red. These 12-way adjustable seats tighten. It can do 0 to 60 in 6 seconds, powered by that 304 horsepower engine and that 422 Newton meters of torque. So it's definitely not a slow car, but it's a comfortable, it's a luxurious car with lots of space in the back, with monitors, with a fantastic 360 camera system. It has it all, and for the price point, it's better value than a BMW or a Mercedes, with more comfort and a lot more style, I I would say this is a really, really good car. What's my take in the car score? Let's go back and check what I thought of it. Well, it gets 5 out of 5 for parking. It does everything for you. 5 out of 5 for assistance features. It can change lanes automatically, just like the GV80 can, like electric cars can. So it's one of those rare gas-powered cars that can do it, even though mostly electric cars only do it. As far as comfort goes, it gets a 5 out of 5. For value, I give it 4 out of 5. The only thing this car is missing compared to a BMW 5 Series is a performance model. In terms of everything else, it's got it all at a lower price point than the equivalent BMW. This is a really, really good car, and if you're after a luxury saloon, you should definitely check one of these out. Don't forget, check out my videos on the G70, the G70 Shooting Brake, the GV70 and the GV80, also on Tech in the Car. Give me a like and subscribe for more on the channel. Thank you very much.